Surface Level Conversations. It's me, your favorite host, Indy, the goddess. And, I'm back to have a high level conversations and bringing it to that surface level for you guys. Today's episode, God said that I need to talk about some stuff. But I really feel like that I need to talk about a couple of things. And today I just really want to talk about self-respect. And when I put in self-respect, when I say something about self-respect, a lot of times our self-respect and like disrespecting ourselves does not come from what we would think disrespecting ourselves look like or anything like that. So I want to kind of talk about that. I'm in therapy, if you don't know, and I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I love my therapist. I'm doing a lot of self work, a lot of self healing, and she is amazing in assisting me with this, assisting me with things that I didn't even know I needed to work on. And right now, I'm doing something called parts work. But I had a question a couple of weeks ago where the question was, what am I taken away from myself in order to attach myself to different relationships or in order to become attached to these relationships? And when she asked me this, I was like, I don't take nothing for myself. Like, what are you talking about? I was really confused because me personally, I'm like, I'm being me. Like, it doesn't matter. But in reality, we all think about it. We're taking something from ourselves. We are. And when I looked at it, I started realizing some of the things that I'm taking away is what makes me. And it now looks like disrespect to myself. It looks like inflicting abuse upon myself as well. And abuse isn't necessarily physically being abused by someone else or verbally being abused by someone else, but abuse is also some things that we do to ourselves that don't feel good and that causes uncomfortable emotions to sit in our body and to sit with us, and then that abuse come out in different ways, and we're wondering why this is happening. So when I say this, one of the things that stood out to me about when I sat there, it took me 2 weeks to actually think about it, but when I realized it, one of the biggest things was my intuition, or going against myself, which your intuition is your guide, right? So your guide to life, your guide to navigating this thing called life and getting through situations or even avoiding situations or people, places, and things. Like, I am going against that because I wanted to be appeasing to others, you know? Also, like, another thing that I had stated was my knowledge and my wisdom, dimming my own light in order to appease to others, like these type of things. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow. Another thing was my emotions. I would detach from my emotions in order to become attached to a relationship that probably don't even serve me any type of purpose, you know? So all of these things, I'm like, darn, I'm really being disrespectful to me. And then I wonder why I am acting in certain ways or why someone don't know who I am. Look at what I'm doing. So I had to understand this, and I'm like, this is crazy, like, for real. So I challenge you to figure out what you are currently getting rid of in order to attach to people, places, and things. Like, I challenge you to look at yourself and honestly dig deep and figure out, what am I doing, even in your current situations, at your current jobs, in your current relationship or marriage or partnership, in your current friendships, in your current family ships. Like, what are you getting rid of that is authentically you and who you are in order to attach to these different relationships? And when you think about that, think about how much you're going against yourself and how disrespectful that is. I just really want everyone to do this because with me, it helped me. Because how do you expect someone to respect you if you don't respect yourself? You're being disrespectful to yourself because you aren't expressing how you feel because you're scared of an outcome, or you scared of how someone may look at you, or you scared that you won't fit in, or you scared that you're going to get rejected. When we all know, or if you don't know, rejection is redirection. That's God's way of redirecting you to something bigger and better. Period. So I want you to just look and understand, like, what is it that I'm doing wrong? I want you to look and figure out why you are actually, like, leaving parts of you behind, or hiding these parts, or getting rid of them, or whatever you're doing, in order to become attached or continuously stay attached to a relationship, a business, a friendship, a family ship. Because at the end of the day, if you're not authentically who you are, which everything that you're getting rid of is what makes you who you are, then you're going to be misunderstood. There's going to be things in your life that's going to come about that you're going to allow, and then it's going to create this chaos. It's going to create toxicity. It's going to create confusion. It's going to create anger. It's going to create all of this stuff that you feel like, I'm not vibrating on this level. I'm not putting this out. You feel that way, but you don't understand, when you're not authentically you, the things that you're putting out, the things that your heart desires, the values that you embody, everything is just gone. When you go against yourself, that's a part of integrity too. Like, where is your integrity? Like, where is it at? Let's just be honest. Like, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to others about who you are. And it's hard for me to say that, but I'm going to say that because that's me too. Like, I was lying to myself. I was lying about who I am because I was getting rid of things, and I thought it wasn't, like, no, this is just, me helping others to see me in a different light. This is me not bringing all of this to someone else. This is me trusting people, and everyone isn't the same. I'm giving everyone these clean slates. So, this is me making sure that this is actually, what do you call it, intuition and not anxiety. Like, all of these things, when in reality, I'm just going against who I am in order to make everyone else happy. I'm sitting here people pleasing. I'm sitting here being codependent, like high functioning codependent. I'm doing all of these things, and then I'm wondering why everything that I don't want to happen is happening. I'm wondering why these different people are being placed in my life, and it's to show me, like, this is what you're gonna get because this is what you're mirroring right now. This is who you are at this present moment, when we know this ain't really who you are. So think about that. Self-respect is really important, especially nowadays. Like, understanding who you are, understanding your values, being aware of yourself, your thoughts, your actions, like, and being honest with yourself. Sometimes being honest with yourself is hard because you want to be this person, but you can't be at your highest level, or you can't reach your highest self by lying to yourself about certain things that you do, or your intentions, or anything of that nature. Because if you keep on lying to yourself, you can never work on it. You can never fix it, and you can never be better. So you have to do those things. Like my last episode, this year's about focusing, completing that chapter of you and opening up a new chapter. You don't want to start a new chapter the same way that you ended one chapter. You don't want to do that. You're not growing. You're stagnant. So how about I challenge you to take back everything that you got rid of that made you who you are and be that. Be in that. Make sure it's great for you. Make sure it makes you way better, but be authentically you. And then trust that process of who falls off and who stays and who comes. And I promise you, it's going to look so much better. The doors are going to start opening. You're going to be walking in your purpose. And everything on how you envision your life is going to come into fruition. But you got to stop living that lie. You got to stop lying to yourself. You got to be authentically you. That's important. You got to stop disrespecting yourself and expecting others to respect you. You got to stop treating yourself badly and expecting others to treat you good. You got to stop putting yourself last and expecting others to put you first. Like, how do you expect someone to love you when you don't love yourself? How do you expect someone to respect you and you don't respect yourself? How do you expect someone to put you first when you don't even put yourself first? How do you expect someone to see you when you dim your own darn light and you can't even see yourself? How do you expect to go to the top when you're always taking 10 steps backwards in order to allow others to lead in front of you, because that's what's appeasing to them. And that's what's going to allow you to be connected to them. Come on now. How? It don't make sense. You got to make everything that you're doing in life make sense. Your energy and your time is the two most important things about your life. What you put your energy into and what you put your time into is very important. Stop allowing people who aren't supposed to be gaining your energy or your time to continuously get your energy and your time. Be you. They're going to fall off. And when they do, it may hurt. It may look bad. It may feel bad. It may not feel good. But in reality, what's for you will be for you. I promise you that. I can promise you that. So if it's for you, it's going to come back when you become your authentic self. How about that? And it's going to come back even better. Know who you are. Be humbly confident. Honey, put that on. You know who you are? Be that. Be in that. You know how you feel. Be in those feelings, but express them in a healthy way. You could express your emotions in a healthy way. And if someone takes it unhealthy, then oh well. You can be sarcastic. I'm sarcastic. And a lot of people don't understand that. And it sometimes becomes frustrating, but it's my year of silence. So I just allow people to look at me how they want to look at me. Because I promise you, my sarcasm is crazy. And it comes with sarcasm and it comes with a little jokey joke. That, like, I got a sarcastic humor. So, I'm going to tell you, there was someone that was, that I was with, and they were acting like they were doing something. And when they were acting that way, I was like, I knew for a fact, like, I had a feeling like, you would never. Like, that's probably your past, but you would never. But they kept going, and I'm like, okay, so I'm going to play along with you. But I'm sarcastic. Okay, so I'm like, yeah, look at you. Yep, that is what it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking in your eyes like, oh my God, that's not what you... Like, playing along with it, right? That person believed that they convinced me that they were doing it, so I don't even know who they are. And it was funny because I'm like, no, you don't know who I am. And that's not your fault. It's mine. It's mine because you don't know my humor. You don't know my sarcasm. You don't know what I would or would not do. And that's bad. There's people who know me and know, like, there's groups that's out here knowing I won't ever be a part of that group. There is things that may appease other women, but it's not going to appease me. It don't appease me. I'm not that person. I'm not going. There's people that don't know that I'm not that friend that even if we fall out, I'm going to run to the internet and talk bad about you. I'm going to let someone talk bad about you or disrespect you. I'm not her. There's people who don't understand that or don't know that. It's the fact that it's not their fault that they don't know who you are, so you can't get upset. It's not their fault that they can't let go of things that have happened in the past that you may have done towards them, not intentionally, but it has happened, and you may have had their best interest at heart, but they didn't see that because they don't know who you are. So they are able to listen to someone else over you. It's not their fault because you've been lying to yourself. So you've been lying to them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to start realizing certain things. Like, sometimes I just have to allow people to see who I am and continuously grow. And when they see who I am at that point, I'm going to be at a whole nother level. So now you got to, catch up. And listen, I'm Forrest right now on these levels. I'm here. Run, Forrest, run. Hell, I'm trying to get to my highest self. So I'm doing this self work and it's moving quick. Mindset changing. I can feel it. The way I'm reacting to things is changing. Everything is changing because now I told myself I'm no longer lying to me. I'm keeping all of this. My emotions, I'm going to express them. Okay? My intuition, I'm going to allow it to guide me. So when I feel some type of way, that's what it is. You're guilty until proven innocent. Because right now, my intuition is telling me you're guilty. Yeah, that's what's happening. Definitely. Like, all of that. My discernment is on 10 now. Oh, yeah. Definitely using that discernment. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Everything. Like, and with me being here and in this mindset and also being aware of me and allowing everyone to be who they want to be, let them. And I'm letting them. Do that, baby. That's what you want to do. Do that. Do that, homegirl. If that's what you want to do, then do that. Say that. Be that. But I'm letting me as well. I'm letting me be authentically me. I'm letting me walk in my purpose. I'm letting me continuously heal properly and get to the next levels. I'm letting me be successful. I'm letting me be on this journey with God and allowing God to guide me. I'm letting me write a book that's coming out on February 7th. Well, I already wrote it, but the book is coming out February 7th. I'm letting me be in that. I'm letting me still continuously be loved because that's who I am. I'm letting me be what I'm supposed to be, do what I'm supposed to do, and live how I'm supposed to live, which is, my vision of life. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. But this episode is really about stop disrespecting yourself. Stop getting rid of parts of you and going against who you are to attach to others. My book come out February 7th, Echoes of Love, Lessons of Loss. This is it. Okay. It is thick. It is a poetry journal and it takes you on a whole different level. You get to dive deep into some things. You get to see me in a different light. You get to see yourself in a different light. You get to do some self-work. It's going to be available on Amazon and Kindle. It is $29.95. And I will be doing a book signing party. I just don't know when exactly. I'm allowing God to guide me. And I'm trusting this process. But the book is definitely set to release on February 7th. Men can get it. Women can get it. Men, get it for your moms, your wife, your girlfriend, your significant other, your sneaky link. I don't care who it is. Get it for them for Valentine's Day. And allow them, give them the gift of being able to heal in the proper way. There's some deep poems in there, some stuff that may be triggering, but you got some work to do, and it's definitely some shadow work in there. It's definitely some shadow work. My questions, they go deep. I was like, well, maybe I need to read this book and do this work too. So yes, and make sure y'all tune into my YouTube channel, Bosses and Brunches. That's where you're gonna find all the surface level conversations on. You can also find me on IG at Surface Level Conversations. You can find my author page at Indy the Goddess. So INDYTHAGODDESS on Instagram as well, and on Facebook. Follow all of my pages. You're gonna get a lot from me as time keeps going. And I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. Let me know what I could have done better, what I could have touched on, all that other good stuff. And yes, live, love, and life, baby, okay? Or how I say it, peace, love, and light.